Next up, we are going to be joined by one of our partners, BAE Systems. But before we get some of them on screen to talk to them directly, here's a short video which just outlines exactly who BAE Systems are and what it is they do.
For over 100 years, BAE Systems has been at the cutting edge of aerospace design, manufacturing and production. That means that for over 100 years, we've been agile and adaptable, always thinking outside the box, overcoming anything that's thrown at us. And in the process, we've built a history of knowledge we're truly proud of. That is part of our DNA. DNA that has been passed down from generation to generation and has gone global. That's why we've invested £15.6 million in our Academy for Skills and Knowledge. Based in Samlesbury, this world-class innovative centre will empower outstanding learning and autonomous thinking, because investment in our people is crucial. The world is constantly changing, and the changes we see drive us to outdo what we've done before, to stay 2 steps ahead, time and time again. But there is always room for improvement, because lifelong learning is also part of our DNA and the key to our success. The Samlesbury Centre will immerse learners in real-time virtual environments and provide the technology and resources that we truly need to take us into the future. It will enable us to share our expertise and to shatter the boundaries of our imagination beyond anything we've ever thought possible, for generations to come, because the best is yet to come.
Amazing stuff. Right, now it is a privilege to welcome into the studio via the miracles of live satellite link-ups, the amazingly talented Billy Sakira. Now, Billy completed an electronics apprenticeship in September and was named one of the Women's Engineering Society's top 50 female engineers in 2019. How you doing, Billy?
Yeah, not too bad. Thank you for that introduction.
Oh, that's absolutely... Don't thank me. You did all the hard work. Welcome along. First things first, Billy, could you just tell us a little bit about what it was that made you choose to undertake an apprenticeship in the first place?
I went to school and did my GCSEs and A-levels, and I think I'd always sort of planned to go to university. That was kind of what my school had told me to do, until I attended the Engineering Taster Week, which is a work experience week that the BAE Systems run at various sites across the country. So I did that in year 12 as I sat my AS level exams, and that's when I first heard about apprenticeships. I was really excited about the idea of learning while you earn, as they say. So as you complete your apprenticeship qualifications, and for me that was a level 3 NVQ and an HNC in electrical and electronic engineering. Yeah, and you get paid at the same time, and I thought, I like the sound of that.
It does, it sounds ideal. But then what was it that made you actually choose BAE Systems as the place to do your apprenticeship?
I've heard of BAE Systems for a while. I don't live too far from our site in Kent, so I'd always been interested in what they do. But as I realised I was sort of more interested in engineering, I did some more research. And again, when I attended the Engineering Taster Week, I got the chance to speak to a lot of the staff on site who are really leaders in their field. And not only I saw some of the products we design and manufacture firsthand, I thought that was really exciting. And obviously we're an international company as well, so there's lots of opportunity to travel, which I think it's really exciting as well.
That's an amazing perk of any job, definitely. Can you just take us through what a normal day looks like when you're doing your apprenticeship? What do you get up to?
So I rolled off the apprenticeship scheme back at the end of August, beginning of September. But the no day is the same during the apprenticeship scheme. But your first year, at least in my case, was spent entirely at our training provider, where we sort of learned the basic theoretical and practical skills needed to then come on site in our second year, which we then spent rotating around various different departments on site. I did an engineering apprenticeship, so the departments that I spent time in were engineering departments. And then at the end of that second year, I applied to my department of choice and was lucky to be accepted, where I then spent my third year and hopefully a long length of my career. So for me, that was hardware engineering.
That's great. The variation involved is something that people talk about a lot with apprenticeships. Now, congratulations again on being named one of the top 50 women engineers in last year.
Thank you.
How much of a role did your apprenticeship play in you kind of achieving that level of excellence?
Oh, a massive part. Yeah, really a huge part. I think the apprenticeship has essentially shaped me to be who I am, I guess, in my career today. I think aside from learning the curricular aspect of the apprenticeship, which of course is really important and interesting, there's a lot of extracurricular opportunities. And I'm really passionate now, having worked in engineering for a couple of years, in encouraging others to join the field, particularly young girls. But I've had the opportunity to attend schools and different events such as today, which has really helped me build on my personal and communication skills as well, which I think are really valuable.
Must be great for the confidence
as well as
too.
being able to meet, as well as just meeting so many amazing people.
Yeah. Now that you've finished the apprenticeship, how have you found the transition from apprenticeship into work? Has it been smooth?
Oh yeah, it's been really, really easy. As I said, sort of we spent our third year of our apprenticeship in our department of choice, which is where we feel like we'd like to continue our career. So during that third year, we're sort of learning the job and networking, which are all aspects of my day-to-day job now. So it meant that as I rolled off my apprenticeship and into my permanent role, it was a really seamless transition.
So would you recommend BAE Systems to anybody watching at home as a great place to start in terms of their apprenticeships?
Completely, yeah. There are so many apprenticeship opportunities. I think the structure and the support has really been second to none. I can't fault it, as well as I mentioned before, the opportunities for the extracurricular side of things, which I think are really invaluable as well for you as a person as well, for building those sort of the soft skills, I think they call them.
Yeah, they do.
Communication and the personal skills.
Yeah, good technical term. A lot of people watching at home will be kind of at the start of their career or setting out, trying to work out what it is that they want to do. And I remember, from personal experience, that is just such a daunting time. What advice would you give to people who are at that stage in their career journey?
Ooh. Research. I think speak to as many people as possible, and do work experience where possible as well. Although I'm not sure how successfully you can do that these days, but because of Corona. But
it'll be over soon.
But yeah, work experience. I think. I think it'll more often than not tell you what you don't want to do. But I think obviously that's valuable in itself, as it helps you to narrow down your search. And I know I'm biased towards engineering at BAE Systems, but the various aspects of it, I really do think mean there is something for anyone. But I guess the only way to find that out is to give it a go.
Yeah, but you're right, research. And that's the whole point of today. It's giving people the information that they need. This counts as invaluable research. Well, listen, thank you so much for talking to us. One final question, and you're going to stick around because there might be some questions from the audience. Everybody's been doing a lot of Zoom calls at the moment, and you're all, lots of video calls happening all the time with work. Have you carefully curated the books that are behind you to make you seem really intelligent? Because that's what I do.
I haven't curated it, but I did choose to use that as my background.
Yeah, there we go. Well, it works. You look incredibly clever. All right, thank you very, very much for talking to us, Billy. That's great. We're going to be joined now by the head of apprenticeships and skills for BAE Systems. We've got on the line Mark Donnelly. Have we got Mark? Hello, Mark. Can you hear me?
Hello, good morning, Will.
Hi, mate. I
can indeed. Can you hear me okay?
I can indeed. We were just talking to Billy, and she was saying that she stands in front of books to make herself seem well read. You're in front of a load of guitars. That's pretty cool.
Yes, yeah. It's a guilty pleasure, Will, from many years ago. So they're collecting on the wall at the moment. Yeah.
Good. Well, I hope you can actually get time to play them. So, Mark. It's great that we've got this opportunity to speak to you. Can you just tell us why BAE Systems is supporting an event like this one?
Yes, of course. Thanks, Will. Well, good morning to everyone watching, and it's for us it's a pleasure really to be here today, and along with Billy, one of our graduated apprentices, to present across to the because that we've had would have had a lot of interactions with people, adults, teachers, and everyone finding out about opportunities. Can't do that physically, but we can do it virtually. And for us as World Skills industry partner sponsors, BAE Systems, we are very much committed to helping during this time and sharing our insights really. And from our own perspective, just for colleagues' awareness and people watching, the video was fantastic. There highlights one of our academies. We actually have academies across the UK. So from Scotland to Portsmouth to Barrow-in-Furness, across to Brough, so north, south, east, west. And all different types of activities. We build and maintain the fast jet aircraft for the Royal Air Force, and I saw the input before from the RAF, and also we build and maintain naval ships for the Royal Navy. Also the submarines we build for the Ministry of Defence. We also help to defend cyber attack as well. From sort of activities there. So across land, air, sea, and cyber, we've got some fantastic opportunities for people to get involved in. So it's great that we can share insights today, Will, with everybody.
Well, it's great that as well that you have those sites all over the country, because we've got people watching at home from all over the country. It's quite daunting. The scale of the company, BAE Systems, is quite daunting, but there must be a lot of variety in terms of the apprenticeships you offer. I mean, it's not just for engineers, right? Do you have other types of apprenticeships?
Yeah, it's a great question. You're quite right. It's, in the UK alone, we've got 34,000 staff, and we have 2,000 apprentices in the UK. And of that, over 90% of those are aged 16 to 24. And they all have apprenticeships in a variety of things. You're quite right, not just engineering, it's IT, it's finance, software, project management, you name it. There's 50 different types of apprenticeship that we do at all different types of levels. So young people watching, you can join from 16, 17 years old onto an apprenticeship with us. You can join from 18, 17, 18 above. And as adults too, people can, if they've done something different in their career, they can join on an apprenticeship program with us too. So lots of opportunity and a great opportunity to work on some of the most, complex, fantastic, advanced new technologies on the planet, really, in terms of the likes of TLIS, the new stealth General Air Force, and also which is the new generation of submarine too.
Yeah, really exciting stuff. I mean, you guys have won awards for your apprenticeship schemes, which is impressive. What is it that you think sets you apart from potentially from some of the other apprenticeship schemes? I mean, what is it that you did to become an award winner?
Well, it's very timely. We're delighted to have received the Macro Employer of the Year award last night at the National Apprenticeship Awards. That's tested the trade body who's connected with BAE Systems, supporting that. I think probably for the real sort of point of difference and the attraction is that our technology, is a real key driver that helps set us aside in terms of what we can do and what we can have our apprentices working on. And I also, as well, in terms of award winning, this has been a really challenging year for everybody. We have maintained 2,000 apprentices in learning during this time. Nobody was furloughed. We also have onboarded nearly 800 apprentices as well. So we had to think really fast, fleet of foot, to actually do some virtual recruitment and support the onboarding of brand new apprentices. And in terms of our next steps, we're actually going to recruit a record number of apprentices next year as well, just over 800 apprentices. So as you can see, we're just moving forward, Will, all the time, and we're trying to, even with challenges, we push ahead. So I think it's that helps us to be the point of difference. We also deliver our own program. So we are the custodians of that. We care about it, and we also partner with high quality providers, universities, colleges, where appropriate.
So you're taking on loads and loads of new apprentices, even now. Amazing. What is it that you're looking for in those apprentices? What are the skill sets that you want people to bring to you?
I think, primarily you've got some core things, haven't you? The likes of sort of English and maths, communication skills are absolutely important, team working. Also, behaviours. We really value our behaviours at BAE Systems, and so to have the young people come to our organisation, we need to have the right mindset, and we can support people with. We can teach people the knowledge and the skills. We can do that. We can help people grow and move forward. But having that to learn, having the inquisitive nature and the sort of innovation and creative thought is really helpful. Also, problem skills as well. Will the idea of being able to analyse things and break things down and to look at a way to solve something in a really clear way is very important for us. We'll look after people, we'll give all the pastoral care and the wraparound of our apprenticeship population has a specific learning need, and we cater and embrace and support that. So welcome people from all different types of backgrounds and with different characteristics. It's really helpful for us as a company.
Great. There's a few problems on the line, but we're going to stay with you. There's a slight delay, but we can still hear you. Now, finally, if there are young people out there who are interested in going to BAE Systems for apprentices, how can they find out more, and where can they find out more? I think we've got Mark still. We've got an image, but can we hear him?
The website, so that's www.basystems.com/apprentices.
Okay, we're going to try and bring Mark back. We got most of that web address there. But we've also had some audience questions that we're going to try and pose to Mark if we get him back on the line. I mean, loads of amazing stuff that Mark has already said. So hopefully some of those questions might have been answered already by what he was saying. Loads of variety in the kinds of roles that BAE Systems offer, and lots of opportunities out there for guys watching, people at home and in classrooms. I think we've got Mark back. Have we got Mark? He's coming in. Mark was talking about problem solving being a key skill that apprentices need, and that's what we've got people out the back solving problems right now. Mark, you can hear us?
I can indeed. Thanks, Will.
Great. No worries. No worries. So could you just say one more time how people can find out more about the apprenticeship schemes with BAE Systems?
Definitely. So visit the website www.basystems.com/apprentices. And on there, all of our vacancies you can see and check out. We've also got apprentice videos as well, Will. So there's opportunity for people to do the research that Billy was mentioning.
Okay, great. Well, look, we've had some audience questions already. Quite a technical one for you, Mark. What programming languages are used in your technical apprenticeships?
Yeah, so different types of programming languages are, depending on what we're working on. So when you look on the website, there will be details against the standards that we do. A good example to look at is the aerospace software development engineer, and that shows you the types of things that we work on. Right, because again, some of the things we work on are quite specialist, so it's helpful to have just a basic fundamental understanding of software packages, but we'll teach you the specifics.
Fantastic. What qualifications do you need beforehand? What qualifications do apprentices need to bring to you?
I think mainly for the engineering roles, we absolutely require good level maths, English. Also, some science background is helpful too. And but of course, we're moving into an age where more and more the technology is advancing, and so things like arts and humanities, art and history, all sorts of things where you have to have a creative viewpoint on things, they're also great too. So in the main, it's good to have that maths and science background, but also it's important to embrace diversity of thought as well.
That's really good. That's really encouraging to hear. How many apprentices do you take on every year?
It's typically now it's sort of around the around the 800 mark. This last year's just been at just under 800. Next year's going to be 800. And if you look at maybe 5-10 years ago, it was probably in the region of 300 to 500. So we are step changing, but we're responding to the needs of the business. So the business let us know how many people we need from an early careers perspective. We then put that into place and bring the right people and train them up for our workforce. And I should say as well that of all the people that complete, all the apprentices that complete, which is over 90%, all of those are offered a full-time role with us and have very productive careers.
That kind of security is invaluable at the moment. Mark, thank you so much for talking to us. Thanks for answering all those questions. If we didn't get a chance to answer any of your questions, but you put them in the chat, they will be answered over the course of the day. As I said at the start, we've got some amazing careers advisors on hand who can give you all the information you need. Thank you so much to Billy as well for talking to us. Really inspiring from her.